Hello, cannabis world and people of Michigan. I'm going to talk about the three marijuana laws that we have here in Michigan. And if you're outside of Michigan and you're hearing this, you really don't want your state to reflect these type of laws, okay? Each law is technically, actually, it is unconstitutional, not technically, it is unconstitutional, okay? One, we still have the old law where technically now, if you're under 18, you can go to prison up to 4 years for delivery, manufacturing, growing. Okay, that still exists. Another thing whoever wrote up the medical marijuana law didn't even comprehend how much a medical marijuana patient would actually need throughout each month as they're consuming cannabis. As a medical, under the medical law, a medical marijuana patient can have 2.5 ounces of usable marijuana. They can have unlimited amounts of unusable marijuana. Under the medical law, a medical patient must have their marijuana locked up. The police can use drones to go over your home. They can use binoculars from the road. They can probably walk onto your property under the medical law. Okay. When we get to the legalized law, we find that it discriminates against the medical law big time. Under legalized, who are just using it for recreational, they get 10 ounces of usable marijuana and an unlimited amounts of unusable marijuana. Under the legal, you don't have to have it locked up. You just have to have it out of the sight of the public. The police can't use drones, and they cannot use helicopters to go over your home, and they can't use binoculars from the road. Everybody must identify it from the road. And if you're going to grow outside of the public, you need your neighbor's permission if they can see your marijuana plants. Okay? You see how each one is actually discriminates against another, and it makes absolutely no sense to have three laws on something that should just be made lawful. It's my opinion that it should be lawful, it should not be regulated. But if we continue this way, you and I can still go to prison or jail under the recreational, the medical. Okay? Under medical, you still can go to prison for giving marijuana away to somebody. Under the recreational, you can give marijuana away to somebody. Medical, you can get hit with the second subsequent. You can get hit with possession of marijuana. You can get hit with manufacturing, having too many plants. Doesn't matter. They can still bust you for it. Do the police go after people? I don't know. I haven't really heard of any marijuana busts lately. Under the recreational, you can still go to prison or jail. If you get caught 2 or more times violating the recreational law, they can hit you with the second subsequent, which is where the recreational is in the public health code, where the second subsequent is at. You violate the public act, they can hit you with the second subsequent. You can look at 2 years in prison under the legal. Whoever wrote these bills didn't know what the heck they were doing. All they did was just jeopardize our freedom. We have to be still very, very careful. But I understand police are not coming after anybody, but still think it's ridiculous that it is unconstitutional. There's no sense in me even having medical marijuana. There's more benefits for me to be under the recreational, as long as I just don't go to a provision center. That's the only negative about it. So you should check out my other videos. Learn how to grow your own. Don't go to a provision center. Don't give your money to big money. Okay? This is your host, Patrick Joseph, signing off with the three marijuana laws of Michigan, showing you how they're unconstitutional.